You had the time of your life.
Sunny 104.3. Just going to make your day, Michelle.
You know I'm a
Making
huge,
mine.
crazy fan.
I'm a big fan, too, and you guys are, too. It's Rick and Michelle. It's 9 minutes after 8 at Sunny 104.3. I had the privilege, again last night, of emceeing a big event. The nominees for Nurses of the Year were all present last night, well, most of them, at Palm Healthcare Pavilion, and they have a little cocktail get-together with music and awards, and we had a great time last night, so thank you to Palm Healthcare. But they have a really special guest joining them tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's joining us right now live here in South Florida on Sunny 104.3. Go ahead, introduce your favorite doctor, Michelle.
Well, you know what? He's America's doctor. I mean, he's a TV star, a radio star. He's got 4 kids. He's a husband. I have no idea where cardiac surgery fits in, but Dr. Mehmet Oz is joining us right now. Hey, Dr. Oz.
Hey, guys. Well, cardiac surgery is actually my day job, believe it or not. So what I do is every day I get up in the morning, I try to do some cardiac surgery, and then I squeeze in all the other goodies.
I really don't know. I worry about you not getting enough sleep. And look at me. I'm just a person who doesn't even, I'm one of these people that watches you from the sidelines.
Well, God bless you. But I tell you, it's all about teams, and I've been blessed with having people around me, folks like Oprah Winfrey who are sharper than I am, who organize things so it works out well. But it's, you make time. I'm even down here on vacation. How do you like that?
There you
Very
go.
nice.
I don't know how you do it, but I know that your wife keeps you in check, too. So
It's great to have you. Now, you're making an appearance tomorrow at Palm Healthcare Pavilion, and tell us about what's going on there.
So Palm Healthcare Pavilion is not a hotel. It's a foundation, that building that's created actually to help folks from all over this part of Florida if they've got chronic illnesses. So in particular, we're interested in kids who have diabetes. And part of the reason for that is a couple of years ago, I realized that I was beginning to operate on 25-year-olds who had heart problems. I mean, I was stunned by this. I never thought I'd have to do coronary bypass surgery on young people. But they were obese. No one had taught them better. They developed diabetes and high cholesterol and hypertension, all the things that folks get usually when they're 50 or 60 or 70 if they're overweight. And so I thought, the only way we're going to make a dent in this is to begin to teach these kids in schools about how cool their bodies are. If you give them a little bit of insight about how to eat right and how to exercise, all of a sudden they begin to develop mental resilience. They say, hey, you know what? If I can control what's going on inside my body, I can change the world outside of it. So the program is called HealthCorps, and we, like the Peace Corps, because we put college grads, just like the Peace Corps, we take them and put them in Botswana to build dams. We'll take those same college grads and put them in local high schools, and we've teamed up with Palm Healthcare to do this in the South Florida area. So we're in Delray Beach and in Forest Hill High School and West Palm and St. Lucis and Atlantic High School, a bunch of high schools in the area. And we put these college kids who are more like mentors or big brothers and big sisters in the schools. And when we find kids who are at risk, we send them off to Palm Healthcare to the pavilion. And this pavilion has done a wonderful job to deal with chronic illnesses in this area. And if you watched any of the health debates and health summits and town halls that President Obama's been attending, he's been hammering this exact issue. He says, if we can deal with chronic illness better in America, we're going to be able to deal with our healthcare financial crises. And so we're a couple years ahead on that curve, but we're going to be one of the big pilot programs, I think, for our nation as we look for solutions.
I love to hear that because nothing saddens me more when I see these kids struggling with stuff as young. You're going all the way down. My kids are in elementary school and you see them. And here's the irony. I remember back in the day when I was in elementary school, Dr. Oz, where Slim Goodbody used to come every year. Do you remember him?
Yes.
Slim
Goodbody used to come every year in his little anatomy outfit where it's half muscle, half organs, and talk about the benefits of exercise and good food. And we were tortured sitting through this guy with an afro back then, doing his little thing.
Well, part of the problem is a lot of the funding's been cut to
But
to
then
do
it
those
went
programs.
away. And then all this obesity stuff started creeping in when stopped focusing about it. So I love that you're bringing attention back to it, and childhood obesity and diabetes and all these things are really, really big. And, we were talking yesterday, Dr. Oz, about a family, I think in the UK, that's on disability and they can't work. And they're saying they can't work because they're obese. And they're saying what they need is more money from the government to sit there and not work. I mean, Go ahead.
This is exactly what the issue is, I think, in our nation. And I think a lot of Americans recognize that the best helping hand we're going to get is the one at the end of our own arms. And what we need to be able to do is just give people a little bit of knowledge and then deal with the reasons that they don't change. Because why don't people make meaningful change in their life? They don't do it because they're fearful. And what are they fearful of? Failure. So they say, you know what? If I fail, then people around me aren't going to love me. Then I'm really going to be a loser. And so we can get people comfortable with the reality that there are things you can do, and that even if you do fail once in a while, we're here to pick you up. And we'll do this together as a community, and Palm Healthcare and HealthCorps, all these groups are going to exist that are primarily service-based. So, we don't charge much money. It costs us about $1 per year of life lived per kid. Think about that, $1.
That's amazing.
Per year of life lived.
Wow.
So we can do this with volunteer organizations, service organizations, with health coaches. We can make it happen together. But here's the big issue for me. The problem with health in general is it's a sour and dour message. And it shouldn't be that way. Learning about health when you go to med school is cool. Every single day you got an epiphany. My goodness, that's why I go to the bathroom that way. So that's why it's shaped like an S. Because I'm not constipated.
What are you talking about, Dr. Oz?
Exactly. But it's true. I agree with you. It is supposed to be cool. And if we have a different approach to it, which I think that you're doing a great job of doing with your U-books and stuff like that, I think that bringing the word out to the community and making it cooler and making it hip to be fit again and healthy, I think it's such an incredible message. And if people want to be part of the Palm Healthcare Foundation, whether it's to donate or to see if they qualify, what do they have to do? Just contact?
Yeah, they just reach out to them on their website. You just look for Palm Healthcare Pavilion or Palm Healthcare Foundation. You'll find out a ton of information about it, especially in this area. And the HealthCorps website is HealthCorps, like the Peace Corps with the health instead of peace.org. And across the board, the big message is that you are the world expert in your body. And I want you going out there and being in the Army. If you're listening to this program right now, don't just do it for yourself. Do it for the people that you love. Because if you go out there and you start auditing your refrigerator, especially if your kid out there, go in there and say, hey, Mom, how come you bought this junk? Why does it have high fructose corn syrup, et cetera? Off you'll go to the races. Have some fun.
Awesome. One quick question, Dr. Oz. When is your TV show starting?
I'm starting in September. I was just doing some Oprah shows yesterday with Miss Winfrey, taped them talking about it. So we're going to be in Conan's studio, believe it or not.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
in 30
awesome.
Rock. We've got a great team we put together. And we're going to have a good time every single day making you the world expert in your body.
Just don't let people change you. Stay who you are, because I think the reality is you are relatable and you're human. And I think people love that about you. I know that's what I do. And you talk about everything with such kindness and such candor. And we appreciate that and respect that. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, you mentioned my wife at the beginning. I've got so many darn flaws that I always say, my house, the prosecution never rests.
You know what? Lisa's a cool chick. She's one cool chick, and you guys are just so in love, and it shows in everything that you do. And that's
very much.
It's a great place to be. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Oz.
Thanks for having me on. Take care, guys.
Thanks,
Take
Dr.
care.
Oz. Be appearing tomorrow at the Palm
Healthcare Pavilion, yes,
in West Palm Beach. And I tell you, I had the chance again last night to be there. They put together one spectacular facility. It's going to do a lot of great work right here in South Florida. Again, thank you to Dr. Oz. We're Rick and Michelle. It's 8:16 here at Sunny 104.3. By the way, coming up, traffic and Michelle's Minute.
I got it.
All on the way.
The government helps families.